Welcome to another episode of Green Fans. Today we are talking about the big time Big Ben.
Big Ben. Big time.
Big time Big Ben.
Big Ben. Yeah.
Big Ben.
Alright, so this is Gio.
It's Kiko.
Vic.
Naveen.
And Brocha.
Of course.
Wait,
So,
ba't may blue dito? Yung ating...
Tanggalin na yan. Tanggalin na yan.
Sponsor natin.
Alright.
Balay Equal.
Balay Equal. So we're talking about Ben. So Ben came into the scene, made a scene in SWU,
Yes.
exploded in the scene, and somehow decides to transfer to Lasal.
Yes.
So we've been waiting, he's been doing residency, like we're waiting for he's like the Messiah. Big Ben coming to Mr. Deliverance. But
Something's happened.
something happened.
Yeah, so he decided to... okay guys, just to be fair, if Manny Pacquiao calls you to play, and you get a chance to have a picture with Manny, I would take it.
Kahit may walang bayad, no?
Basta walang bayad, no?
Wala na bayad.
So are we updating
Pakain lang
this?
na.
Alright, if you guys are avid Lasal fans, you should know by now that Ben is having a little bit of trouble in terms of his
Eligibility.
Eligibility.
we're not yet sure what's gonna happen.
Yes. No August or
By the time the eligibility committee reviews everything.
Alright. So, what do we miss about the Messiah if he doesn't show up?
Ipag-usapan yung...
Hindi, pero just to cut, to be honest, I think we should not be putting pressure. Kasi, I mean everyone, kasi all fans yan ng ano eh.
Yeah.
Yan, that's what they're thinking right now eh. Pero ang ano ko is, even if whether he plays or not, I think it's not to put too much pressure on Ben na you're the savior of the team, blah blah blah. I mean, ako personally, it's just not right to put the tag on him. Kasi I still think team wins games and championships.
I agree.
I mean, ano naman.
If you wanna go fast, go alone. If you wanna go far, go together, diba?
Yes,
Oo.
precisely.
Saan
So,
mabasa yun?
Anong website yun?
too much pressure. Pero definitely he'll be a factor. I mean, kahit anong sabihin natin na we've seen him flourish sa PCCL, with Southwestern, with Lasal. I mean, malaking factor siya. I mean, if he plays, malaking tulong for a championship run come December.
I'd trade any rookie in the past 2-3 years just to get Ben. That kind of situation. He's that good a player.
Okay. How about you, Naveen?
He's really good.
Talaga?
My God.
Obviously he can.
Once you go black.
Obviously he can. Obviously he can score inside. He's not a great, but he's not a bad free throw shooter. He's a presence defensively as well. Of course he can rebound, and he's a big man who can really run the break. So you can push the ball with him. You can push the tempo. And you know, his presence alone is it brings a positive difference for the team, because he's obviously you have to put guys on him to defend him, which opens up other teammates. You also have to worry about him defensively, especially when he's patrolling the paint. So you know, if Lasala gets to play him this season, which looks doubtful right now, but if they get to have him, then obviously that's a great plus. But if he can't suit up, then that would be a great loss for the team.
Yeah, so yeah, we know what Ben brings to the floor now. Let's talk about the situation nga, if he can play or not. Recently the field lineups were submitted and he's not there. Is this a sign from the Lasal that he's not playing this season?
No, actually it's a sign that he's our new courtside reporter.
Okay.
Wow.
And that's our next episode, guys. Watch our next episode.
Wow.
But it's not sure. I mean,
I think they should adjust the camera.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not sure, guys. Let's just be clear, because Arnold's not in the lineup either.
Yes.
Because what if he's recuperating from an injury?
Yes.
Oh my God. If Ben's courtside reporter and he makes a comment, just wait. A few websites will have whatever he said on an article right away. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep your feelings to yourself.
So what do you call this? It depends. We don't know the full story yet. I mean, but I think.
Pati sentro, no? Only, pareho
Si
pa.
Django,
Ayun, oo.
just in case.
Yeah. But, so, I think in the Green fans team at least, we agree that we're assuming a Lasal lineup without him
Ako, yes.
already.
Right now,
Yeah.
yes.
Parang we would much rather.
Kasi I know, talaga, that's the rule eh. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if there will be discussions or anything. Pero,
Ang taga
if we
kung di siya
follow the
makalaro
rules,
next year, pwede.
yes.
yes, correct.
Kung di pa siya makalaro.
From what I
Assuming he won't commit that same
From what
incident
I heard, and this was a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, the current plan is to not have him included in the roster submission for
on August, yeah. For
Yeah,
the eligibility
what I heard
for
from my source, quote unquote, was Lasal won't give UAP the pleasure of not making Ben eligible. So that I get from this is, I'm not saying it's confirmed, but this is just what I'm hearing, that right now he might not even be in the lineup. But who knows? Maybe from now until August, something could
Layo pa
happen that could have Lasal change their mind.
Okay,
on
so
that.
with Ben, we were projecting maybe a top 2. We get a twice to beat advantage. Now, assuming we don't have Ben, what do you guys think we fall given our recruits?
Looking at the landscape of the UAP, which we'll talk about in a future episode. Once we see the lineups, once we see the play, I still think we're more than capable of hitting a top 2 position.
Mhm.
I mean, the minimum is obviously a Final Four, but the top 2 is the expectation.
Mhm.
So,
Obviously, because you have UE who gets weaker without Sumang, Mami, and Arafat.
Yes.
Um,
And si Gino, jumawas, alam ko, umalis
Yeah, even him. So
Obvious ko
obviously,
na yun.
and
Ang pogi, bro.
Kailangan ng PG-13 na yun.
Lalaki na.
and
Okay.
UE was a contender for the Final
Yeah.
Four. And
last
NU still good. Obviously, Aroga's still there. You have Alolino, but losing Troy Rosario and Glenn Comontin, those aren't players you can replace easily. Ateneo has replaced Chris Newsome. We'll talk about this more in
In another
detail.
episode?
Yeah. So those, and FU still strong. Obviously, they have Bello and Tolomia coming back, but it's a wide open. It's a wide open tournament. It's a wide open tournament.
alright.
So stay tuned for more updates in the UAP on the Ben situation and other players.
Yes.
And here in Green Fans, so it's been Kiko.
Yes, this is Gio.
Vic,
Naveen
Aram Brocha.
Saying,
I'm Lasal.